Our president is trifling. We all know that. This is the latest. When you're calling LeBron James a racist, you know what? It's really getting ridiculous. The divisiveness, the way that this man acts, the things that he says is really, really disgusting. And it needs to be said. I held it in long enough. I was waiting a few days, but then obviously being back to work today and listening to this nonsense, it's just really, really disgusting.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? You already know what it is. You have just entered the war zone. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he's feeling disgusted about Donald Trump. How about the people listening to you feeling disgusted? How about you sticking to the script of the sports media world and leaving politics to the politicians? How about that?
All stuff out. We got to call it out for what we see. We got to call it out for what it is, because the only way that the world is going to become a better place is when we call out trifling tendencies, even if it's from our president, even if it's from our commander-in-chief. And this is the latest salvo that he's thrown in somebody's direction, ultimately to distract from the shit that he's doing. And we got to call him out on it. We just have to. If you're going to make the world a better place, if you're going to contribute to this country going back in a forward direction, that's what you got to do. And Democrats don't sit up there saying, yeah, way to go, Stephen A., way to go. I ain't done with your ass yet either.
Huh? Can somebody help me understand, when did Stephen A. Smith become the spokesman for our community? You know, attempting to get in front of spearheading, defending LeBron James. I mean, I thought Stephen A. Smith was a sports media talking head. Am I listening to CNN? What is this? MSNBC? What are we doing here? What the freak? Yo.
I'll get to you in a second. But for right now, let me talk about Trump in this regard. What am I talking about? Why am I so disgusted? Ladies and gentlemen, LeBron James, for some of you non-basketball fans that were living under a rock and don't know any better, LeBron James decided to become a Philadelphia 76er this Friday. As a result of him becoming a Philadelphia 76ers with the other pieces that they have in place, they have ascended from being a team that was swept in the second round by the New York Knicks, the reigning defending NBA champion New York Knicks, to being arguably a favorite to win the NBA championship. And the LeBron James that I'm talking about, who is universally recognized as one of the greatest basketball players to have ever lived. The LeBron James that I'm talking about, who has this I Promise school for at-risk kids. The LeBron James that I'm talking about, who, by the way, I don't have the greatest relationship with at all. So nobody's here trying to support him because I'm anxious to support him. But when, damn it, you're right, you're right. LeBron James takes his talent to South Beach, or rather to Broad Street in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Trump is asked about it. Our president is asked about it. And listen to the exchange from a reporter asking him the question to an answer from the President of the United States, and pay attention to the reasons why he gave the answer that he gave. Listen up.
Today it was announced LeBron James has decided that he wants his next team to be the 76ers. Where do you stand on LeBron versus Michael Jordan as the best ever?
Well, Michael Jordan's a guy that's a friend of mine. Play golf with him. He's a really good guy. And I think LeBron is, maybe he's a racist, but maybe he doesn't like Trump. I don't know. But I only like people that like me. So I would say Michael Jordan all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe Michael Jordan is the greatest that has ever lived. He's a 6-time champion, a 6-time NBA Finals MVP, a 5-time league MVP, a 10-time scoring champion, a 9-time All-NBA defensive player, and the greatest closer in the history of the sport. That's why I believe LeBron James will never be the GOAT. It's going to always be Michael Jordan. Trump, on the other hand, believes Jordan's the greatest because Michael Jordan's a good friend. That's his litmus test. That's his gauge. That's his barrier. That's just, what is he talking about? Oh, he likes me. He didn't likes me. He likes me. He's not like that little kid on the commercials, Mikey, from years ago. Mikey, he likes it. He likes it. He'll eat anything. That's how Trump sounds. It's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. You're the commander-in-chief. You're the president of the United States. And you're going to come out and you're going to call this black man, who's universally recognized one of the greatest athletes to have ever lived, who has been an upstanding citizen, somebody I don't get along with.
We understand that, you potentially did not get along with a LeBron James. And could that be due to LeBron James confronting you speaking ill about his son? Because ever since that exchange between you and LeBron James on the basketball court, you have been basically scared straight to speak anything ill of LeBron James. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Even when you attempt to speak about the LeBron Jordan GOAT debate, you have been very lightly critiquing LeBron James most recently. So something has definitely changed. Something has definitely changed.
And I'm still willing to concede he's great. He's a great athlete. He's a great person. He's a great model. We just don't get along. But to sit up there and to call him a racist, maybe he's a racist, would that be because LeBron James endorsed Hillary Rodham Clinton in 2016 and then endorsed Biden in 2020 and then endorsed Kamala Harris in 2024? Could be. Last time I checked, the only Democratic candidate LeBron James ever really stood up for was Barack Obama. Everything since then has basically been anti-Trump over the last 3 elections. That's all it is. It ain't even an indictment against conservatism or conservatives. When is everybody going to step up and call it for what it is? Because the Republican Party that I remembered was once about standards. The conservatives that I remembered were once about standards and decorum and the way that you act and conduct and comport yourself. James talking to Don Lemon, who was then at CNN at the time, about Donald Trump. Listen, this is in promoting his I Promise school.
You know, we are in a position right now in America, more importantly, where this race thing is taking over, you know, and because I believe our president is kind of trying to divide us. But I think
kind of.
Yeah, is. Not, I don't want to say kind of. He's dividing us, and what I noticed over the last few months, that he's kind of used sport to kind of divide us.
You think it's harder to be, when you see these incidents of just about people living, just being black, and what happened to you, your house, all of that, do you think it's harder now, or do you think it's always been there, we're just seeing it because of cell phones and...
No, I think it's always been there. But I think the president in charge now has given people... they don't care now. They throw it in your face now.
Yeah. One more question. What would you say to the president if he's sitting right here?
I would never sit across from him.
You would never? You didn't want to talk to him?
No. I sit across from Barack, though.
Now, me personally, that's where I'm different. Because I'd sit across from President Trump in a heartbeat, just to grill him about what he's doing with this country.
Stephen A. Smith was just defending LeBron James. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. LeBron James was 100% down with the program to take over our country and allow invader traders to waltz on into our country, okay? LeBron James was down with the whole program. And Stephen A. Smith he just don't know where to go. Stephen A. Smith is in shambles right now because he ran his mouth against the Democrats. And that's why he's coming out against the Democrats right now, because he ran his mouth against the Democrats because he was getting some form of support from the Republicans when he was speaking against the Democrats once the Republicans took power. Stephen A. Smith overnight was I'm in the middle. Oh, I'm conservative. Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm independent but you was leaning very, very hard to the left when the left was in the power. Then the right get in the power. You talk, I'm in the middle, and then you start talking about Democratic leadership and speaking about what they were doing in the community and conflating all of these issues in the community and causing all of this trauma in our communities. This is what you were speaking about after the Republicans took power. Okay, so we are looking at what's going on, and it's pretty hilarious to us. Once Trump got at you, it was no way, you was going to the right. You know what I'm saying? You lost all support from the right. All right? You lost support from the right. Okay, that's it. You're done. Trump completely obliterated you. You're done. There's no coming back from that. Trust is no coming back. It's no coming. Trump is legendary in his camp. It's no coming back from that, Stephen A. Smith. So now Stephen A. Smith has to go on the rampage attacking Trump. You're done politically. He smoked you politically. You're done. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about Stephen A. Smith defending LeBron X. I love you all except for the ones that I don't. Peace.